I tell you what, there is nothing better than just watching a sunset off in the distance, reading a good book, and grabbing a cup of coffee. If you've been watching the channel or if you're on Discord server, then you know that I love my coffee and I can't really do without it. In fact, I'd probably die without it. But today we are going to need a lot of coffee because we're probably going to be traveling a lot and we need a lot of caffeine to keep us going. And what we're going to do is we're going to go find some glowberries and make a glowberry farm. But first we shall sleep and we're going to head down to the storage room. I got a few things to show you guys. You know, last episode I just totally didn't even think about showing you guys the door that I made for the entrance to the storage room. And I kind of feel bad about that. So I'm going to show you after I kill the skeleton. Alright, so I went ahead and used a whole bunch of moss here and just made this place look a little bit better. Still want to do some more in here, like maybe under these carpets I can add some lights because, I don't really like all the torches. So I think that would look pretty cool. We might do that at the end of the episode, but yeah, so here's the door. It's pretty easy. I just made it out of copper and it's the traditional honey and slime block design. So if we head on inside, we're going to see that not much has changed, but I do have a big design idea for this area, and it includes all the 1.17 blocks and axolotls, and it's going to be really cool, and that's kind of why I need glowberries, is I'm going to be using those in this design. But I got all the farms hooked up now, so we got our sugar cane, we got our gunpowder coming in, just tons of gunpowder. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to use all this or not, so what I think I'm probably going to do between episodes is change this creeper-only farm into, just a general mob farm. That way we can get a lot more drops. And I hooked up the moss farm we built last episode, so that way we can get all the drops from that as well. Speaking of the moss farm, I just wanted to say thank you so much for the support and encouragement I got from last episode. You guys are really cool and amazing, and thanks for sharing it and being a part of the channel. And then somebody on Reddit actually had a really good idea, and they suggested that I make a way to transform maybe the seeds and the carpets into bone meal, and that way it would keep the farm working all the time. And I think that's such a great idea. So we're probably going to do that after this episode. So like I said, I do have a design that I want to do in here for decoration, but if you guys have any cool ideas, let me know down in the comments, and you could join me on Discord too, and you could just let me know there. So I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Unloaded Chunks and try to find us a mineshaft so we can get our glowberries. So just got to pop into the nether. Ow. Okay, that hurt. Okay, so we're here in the new chunks, and just over there, if you can see that pillar, that's where our geode farm is. And then way back over, I think it's over that way, is where that skeleton spawner is that we turned into a stray farm. But today, I think I'm going to head over in this direction, try to find us a mineshaft, and that's where we're going to find our glowberries, because if you didn't know, that's the only place you can find them in 1.17 as of right now. Here, piggy, you want some coffee? Yum, yum, yum. So I guess a good place to start looking for a mineshaft would be to find a cave, and I just found one, so let's head on in here and hopefully, not die of a creeper and find a mineshaft. Well, this one was a dead end. I guess we're going to have to find another cave. But no big deal. I'm sure there's plenty of places that we can find a mineshaft somewhere around here. Oh, you know what? I found some bees, and that just reminded me that our bees are gone. So if we can snatch these things when they get into their hive, we'll take these back home with us. And he just went in, so let's wait for these guys. And we got it. All right.
6.5 hours later.
All right, so now we just got to keep our eyes open for a chest. And in those chests, there's a good chance that we can find us some glowberries or creepers. There's a lot of creepers in here. No. Oh, a chest. We found a chest. Glowberries? Nope. Efficiency 2. I don't need that. Bread. Bread goes good with coffee, right? Gonna have a little bit of this and a little bit of coffee. Oh, here's another chest. Let's see. No glowberries. Got apple diamond. Oh, there's a chest back there, but it's covered in mobs. Oh my goodness, this place is horrible. Okay, we got 2 chests actually. Nice. Oh, I gotta take care of all these first. Holy cow, where are you coming from? Okay, any glowberries? None. Alright, let's go check this other one. I hope this one's it. Come on. No. So yeah, I've been running around this mine shaft for quite a while now, and I haven't found any copper. So I'm pretty sure that's a bad sign that this thing has been generated before 1.17, which means we're gonna have to go farther into our world to find another mine shaft. So I finally found another mine shaft. So let's head on in and let's see if we can get us some glowberries. Oh, I found a chest. Does it have? Oh, and there's copper, so we're in the right spot. Oh, but there's no. Oh, there's no glowberries. But yeah, so there's copper here, which means we are in the right spot and we're in a good chunk. So let's, I guess, keep on exploring and find us another chest. Oh, here's another chest. Oh, I thought, no, my eyes are playing tricks on me. Oh, here's one. Oh, we got glowberries. Yes. All right. I want to get out of here. I don't like this place at all. Oh, it is good to be out of that mine shaft. Other than basalt deltas, mine shafts are the worst place in the game for me. Alright, so while we're here, we might as well go down and just grab as much of the amethyst shards as we possibly can. Since we're already in the area, might as well. Yeah, this is one of the coolest sounds in the whole game. Oh, I love that. Yeah, one reason why I wanted to come down here and grab all of this stuff is because this is what I'm going to be using for the interior decorating on our storage room. So go ahead and let me know down in the comments if you would like me to go ahead and make a automatic shard farm. You know, we already made one back in the snapshots, but I think it'd be fun to make one again in survival. Even though we won't get as many shards, it's still fun just to AFK and make farms. So let me know in the comments if you would like us to do that next. And also, I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do in this room. So if you guys have any ideas whatsoever, please leave me a comment or join me on Discord and let me know how I can decorate this. What else we can add in here? I thought maybe about adding like a brewing setup, but I just don't know. There's not really enough room in here to do that. But if you guys have any good ideas, I would love to hear it. So I've been racking my brain about where I could possibly put a glowberry farm, and it doesn't need to be that big, and I really don't want to use up any more room in the mountain, and so I thought, why not just put it in this build that we made a few episodes ago. You know, I like having my builds functional and, you know, a purpose for them, rather than just looking pretty. I like to, you know, come in here, grab something that I need, and then come out. So on the top floor, I think we can put the glowberry farm, and then, you know, like I said, we're still going to add villagers in here, just to kind of act like as shopkeepers and things like that. Yeah, before we get building, I'm just going to have some coffee. Okay, this floor is just going to be really, really simple. What I'm going to do is just add a couple of logs like this, and then some slabs in between. That'll give it some depth, and I think it'll look pretty cool. It's like wood beams kind of supporting the floor up above. And if we take some slabs, just go like that. I think that'll look good. And we're done. That wasn't too bad, and I think it looks okay. I mean, we could probably do better, but nobody's ever going to see this unless we come in here for glowberries. So I think what we're going to do is just grab our redstone box out of here. Alright, so let's get to work on this glowberry farm. Shouldn't take too long. This is pretty easy to build, and when I'm done, I'll explain it to you. So what we have here is a pretty easy setup. We got a dirt block up here, which is where the glowberries are growing off of. And then we got some slabs here to keep the glowberries from popping out off the hopper. So once the glowberries get picked, they will end up in this chest. And we've got a dispenser back here filled with bone meal. So that way whenever I lower this piston, it'll start to dispense the bone meal. And we can just right click, pick our berries, and then collect them down in our chest. And as you can see, we've got plenty of glowberries now. I highly doubt that I'm even going to use all of these. But hey, at least we built a cool little farm. And if you guys want to build that in your world, then go right ahead. It's really easy to do. So there you go. We have a good functioning build now instead of just a pretty building. It actually does something useful. And there's a whole lot more room in there that we can, you know, add smaller farms in later if we want to. So I guess right now the next thing we're going to do is go modify the moss farm that we built last episode. While I was sitting there drinking coffee, I actually had a really good idea. We might as well go ahead and use some of these glowberries to light up the area around these trees. Oh, you can't put them on leaves. No way. I didn't know that. Oh, that's a bummer. I think I just had a really big brain idea. Okay, let's put a moss block in there. See, that matches really good. And does this work? Oh, it does. That's cool. All right. I don't have any bone meal, but that's cool. That'll make it look really neat, and that blends in very well with the leaves as well. Okay, yeah, I'm a pretty big fan of these glowberries. Next episode, hopefully I'll have all of this done, and I'll get rid of all of these torches and make this place look a whole lot better. So heading back into the mountain where we built our moss farm and our dripstone farm last episode, we're going to modify this thing to make bone meal as we turn it on. But first I want to go ahead and check this and see if we got any dripstones. Oh wow, we actually 34. That's not bad. That's actually really good. A lot better than I thought it was going to do actually. Okay, so if you watched last episode, you'll know that this block right here, it turns into moss, and then when this block gets bone mealed, new stuff like carpets and grass and azaleas will grow on top of those, and that's what those pistons are there for, and it'll break it. So that's the kind of stuff that we're going to turn into bone meal, and I also want to make this where I can turn it off and on if I can, but we'll see. So I think what I'm going to do is just put a composter right here, and then on top of that I'll put some hoppers like that. So what'll happen is that these pistons will break the azaleas and the grass and push all of the seeds and stuff into these hoppers, which will go into the composter. And then down below, I'll have it running into a dropper, which will power with this observer back here. Alright, so what we did here is I just added a couple of blocks and then put some redstone dust on top of that. I used glass here, that way it doesn't turn into moss later when I turn this on. And then I got a glass block here just to keep the bone meal from spitting out here. I could have actually faced that down. I'll probably do that. Okay, yeah, there. Now it'll shoot down into the water instead of out here. Should have done that in the first place. Okay, so you know what? Let's turn it on and let's see if it works. So here we go. Here goes our moss. That should be the only thing that falls out of here now is just these moss blocks. And then eventually when this gets filled up, it should dispense the bone meal into the water. There it goes, one right there. And then it gets sucked into this thing, which goes down into our storage room. Alright, back in the storage room, and see we got a lot of bone meal going on now. I think I'll probably have to remove like the seeds, carpets, and azaleas in here, seeing how we're not going to be getting that anymore. But you know what, I'll probably just leave it there in case I change my mind. Then, I'll have that option later. But right before I end the episode, I want to show you some fan animations that somebody made for me. They are super, super cool, and I hope you like them, so roll clip. So thanks Termite Studios for putting that together for me. It is really cool and I appreciate it. And if you guys want to go check out his channel, I'll put a link in the description. So go tell him I said hi. I would also like to say thank you to Goblin for putting this resource pack together for the coffee. It's really cool and I do appreciate that. Guys, remember, take care, be nice, drink coffee. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.